Classic, hard-fought, hard-nosed, competitive football game by both teams. I give Miami an awful lot of credit tonight for making the plays they had to make going down the stretch, for winning the football game. But I couldn't be more proud of our football team and the way that they competed out there tonight. Like I said, it was a 12-round toe-to-toe, standing in the center of the ring with two great defenses battling each other. It was a hard-hitting game. It lived up to everything you talk about that an in-state rivalry game should live up to, with two teams out there just competing their tail off. I felt like our defense played an outstanding football game tonight. Even though we had a lot of opportunities, boy, it seemed like 5 or 6 times we had potential sacks that Corey would scramble around back there, run for positive yards, or find somebody, get out of trouble with it. And I think he's a great athlete. I think he played like a senior quarterback should. I mean, he was impressive tonight. The accuracy that he threw the ball, the way that he protected it, and the way he moved around back there in the pocket. But I thought our defense played a great game. Unfortunately, offensively, we weren't able to move the ball much in the second half when BJ went out. It seemed like we just couldn't get any consistency rolling at that point. We couldn't get anything going. We had 3 one-yard situations we couldn't make. We had a 2nd and 1, then a 3rd and 1, then came back on the next series. All of them were about at midfield, and it was just we weren't able to get any consistency or get any kind of momentum going from an offensive standpoint. And like I said, it's just unfortunate because I thought our defense played a great football game. We said we were going to try not to turn the ball over, punt it away, make them drive 80 yards, play an old school field position football game, and I felt like we did that. I don't think we punted the ball very well. I think we lost about 10 yards every time we both punted in the field position battle, but I thought that our players went out and competed their tails off. I can't be more proud of them.
What's the status of Daniels?
What's that?
What's the status of BJ Daniels?
Right now he's out. I mean, I don't know. I've not had a chance to go in there and talk to the trainers. At this point, I don't know.
Hurt his throwing shoulder, that's right?
It is his right shoulder, yes.
Skip, how close were you to going for it? You said you were trusting the field position, the defense there. You had a couple 4th and short calls there near midfield.
Yeah, I did, and almost went for it even when they called one of the timeouts for having too many men on the field. I was going to go for it, but like I said, we had 3 one-yard situations we couldn't make, and I thought our defense was playing too hard to look them in the eye and say, sorry, I gave you a short field. You know, I mean, again, punt them into the hole and play the field position game. That was what we planned coming in. Did I want to go for it? Yeah, I wanted to go for it. And I felt like we had a play that I knew could get us a yard, but I just did not want to put our defense in a short field position when they played as well as they did and had only given up 3 points all night. I didn't want to give them a short field.
Skip, go ahead.
In a sense, you say you didn't want to give them the short field. They played so hard, but in a sense, are you playing for overtime at one point? Is that
no?
Right? I mean,
no. I just don't think it's smart to put your defense backed up in a 3-3 game. And then all of a sudden you lose 6-3 because you went for it. They throw one pass and kick a field goal, and now you're in there trying to answer that question, looking your players in the eye. And I didn't feel that was the right thing to do at that time.
Skip, with Cincinnati, with Rutgers, with today, all 3, the defense has given up a long drive late in the 4th quarter when they needed to stop. Why do you think the other teams are the ones making the plays late in these games?
I don't know. I thought Zach Caleris did a great job of moving the ball down the field in the Cincinnati game. I felt Troy Harris made some great plays. There was the one early when we had him backed up where I thought we were going to hit him from the blind side and sack him. I kept thinking turnover. I kept thinking turnover to flip the field, and he turned and got out of it and ran around the end and ended up getting a 1st down. I think Ja'Cory Harris made some great plays, made some great decisions, and threw the ball extremely well. They executed, did what they had to do. I certainly don't think that our defense gave something up. You know what I mean? I can't say that. I think it's Ja'Cory Harris and Zach Caleris. When you talk about the 2 drives, there are 2 guys that did a great job.
Is that tough when a defense plays as well as this defense played today, and yet it comes down to they couldn't keep them out of field goal range? It's tough to lay it on the defense.
Oh, you can't lay it. It's certainly not. This one certainly doesn't fall on the defense. Again, when you give up 3 points during the course of a game, and especially when the offense was going 3 and out predominantly the entire second half. I mean, really, can't keep putting your defense out there and keep asking them to play, but we kept going 3 and out. So I certainly I certainly don't put this one on the defense. I thought our defense played a great game. We gave up 316 yards, you know, I mean, against the football team. I thought our defense did a great job. I thought they played well tonight, and we didn't give up any long plays, any cheap plays, any home run plays.
Bobby came in last year and sort of delivered against these guys. I mean, what's changed in a year? Are they better, or is he just didn't look quite
As comfortable.
at all?
Agreed.
Any particular reason?
Wish I could answer that for you right now. No.
Skip, how much different did the plan change with Bobby under center as opposed to BJ?
No, we still tried to throw it a little bit with him, and when we put him in there early and threw a little play action pass. It's just, and he went out there, and we've got a little different running game with him because of the read stuff. I mean, with BJ's athleticism compared to Bobby's, but Bobby's got to make up for it by being able to sit in the pocket and make some decisions and throw the ball. I know, like I said, we convert one first down and we jump off sides. We've got another one which looks like it's a sure thing when we drop the ball. You know, it's not just on Bobby. I mean, there are a lot of people that have the opportunity to pick up the slack, and we weren't able to get it done.
How tough a game is it just in general after the performance last week and a chance to become bowl eligible?
No, and again, I don't know that we've all had an opportunity to look at the big picture of it that way yet. It's hard to lose a game like this when they kick a field goal. I believe this is about 3 or 4 games we've lost literally on the last play of the game, and that part of it is what's hard. I don't know that we've had an opportunity to look back and second guess and say, well, you know what, there was bowl eligibility on the line, and you know it's going to be on the line again next week too. We've got to continue to improve as a football team. We've got to keep moving forward. The attitude of this team, the way that they've worked, I've complimented them and talked about them time and time again. But we've had 4 close football games that we've lost, literally, like I said, in the last play of the game. And for that standpoint, it's hard, it's frustrating, because I think there's so many positive things going on this team. We just have not been able to close the door and get it done.